morning, everyone. This is your daily math activity for Friday, the Lightning Bolt, April 3rd, 2020. And for today's daily math activity, you are going to work on a number story. What are you going to work on? A number story. And remember, a number story is a story about numbers. A number story is a story about numbers. So the materials you will need for today are just something to write with, some paper to write your answers, and some manipulatives. Let's get started. Now let's get started on our number story. And audience, you have to be an extraordinary audience member, so make sure you have your listening ears on go. Bloop, bloop. And let's get started on our number story. Now, Mr. Junie is going to read it first. Here it goes. Now, raise your hand if you love balloons. Do you have balloons? Now, Mr. Junie loves balloons. I loved getting balloons when I was younger. On my birthday, my parents would give me a bunch of balloons and tell me happy birthday. So my story is about some balloons on Mr. Junie's birthday. Here's the number story. On my birthday, Mom and Dad gave Mr. Junie 15 balloons. 6 balloons flew away. How many balloons does Mr. Junie have left? Now, if you were listening to the story, you can retell the story to your families. Retell means to say the story again. But before you do that, I'm gonna hide the number story. So I'm gonna take out this poster, oops, flip it over, and I want you to retell the story to your families. So at this point, pause the video and retell the story to your families. I'll wait. It's your brain for doing a great job retelling the story to your families. Now I'm gonna flip the story around and tell the story one more time. So here again is my number story about some balloons on my birthday. Now on my birthday, Mom and Dad gave Mr. Junie 15 balloons. And I forgot to mention, these are little pictures of balloons to help you with the word balloons. 6 balloons flew away. How many balloons does Mr. Junie have left? Now, before I let you solve this number story, I have a question for you. Now think, do you think there are gonna be more than 15 balloons? Do you think the answer is more than 15 balloons? Or do you think the answer is less than 15 balloons? So now I want you to tell your families if you think the answer, without saying the answer, I want you to tell your parents and your families if the answer will be a greater number, greater than 15, or less than 15. Go ahead and tell your families what you think and pause the video. Go ahead. Mr. Junie will wait again. All right, now let's solve our number story. Now there are 3 things that I want you to do so that you can solve your number story. How many things? 3 things. Number 1, I want you to copy the number story. What are you gonna do first? Copy the number story. And then number 2, you are gonna circle any words that are gonna help you solve this number story. Any words that help you solve the number story are called key details. So grab your key and say key details. Again, key details are words that help us solve this number story. They give us clues on what to do. Okay? And number 3, you're gonna solve the number story using a strategy. Now, in class, we can use our fingers, we've used our manipulatives. In class, you use your cubes. At home, you can use your paper. You can also draw a picture. Now there's lots of different strategies you can use. Which strategy are you going to use to solve this number story? You choose any of them. Okay? So, look, number 1, I copied the story already on my paper. And then number 2, make sure you circle your key details. And then number 3, use a strategy to solve the number story. And once you're done and you have an answer, at the bottom of your paper, I also want you to write down the answer. Maybe your answer is 100 cats? 100 cats? Are we talking about cats? No. Maybe my answer is 100 lollipops? Are we talking about lollipops? What are we talking about in my story? Balloons. So it has to be your answer and then balloons as part of the answer. And if you forgot how to write, or if you don't know how to spell the word balloon, you can look at the number story up here. Okay? After you write your answer, the last thing I want you to do is also write down a number sentence. You have to write down a number sentence that matches your story. Maybe 1 minus 1 equals 0. That's a number sentence, but does it match the story? So you and your families have to figure that out on your own. Do you think you can solve this number story? Give me a thumbs up. Say, I can do this. Say, we can do this. All right, good luck. Hi families, I have 2 questions that I want you to ask your students as you're solving this number story. The first question is, what operation are you going to use to solve the number story? Are you going to use addition or are you going to use subtraction? So families, please ask, what operation are you going to use? The second question to ask them is, how do you know to use addition or subtraction? How do you know that's the right operation? Now here's a hint. Super important that you find the key details, because those key details will tell you which operation to use. So there are some important words in the number story that will help you out. So friends and families, make sure you comment those answers in the Facebook group as well under the videos. Thank you for watching today's daily math activity. Make sure to share your work on Facebook and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mr. Junie's YouTube channel. Now, everyone have a great spring break and I'll see you again soon for another daily math activity. Peace, peace, peace out.